We should be live now. Alrighty. We're gonna resume the session here. Today we're playing with a whole bunch of randoms, so let's see how we do. Looks like we got one here, maybe, oh yeah, that's another one here in front of us. Looks like they're all taking the low approach. I'm gonna take it right up the middle here and not know how to drive correctly because, you know, that's not something that I can do. Looks like we got our first commenter here. I'll read it in just a second. I can't really hear it reading to me. I set it to read to me so I could hear, but over the sound of the cars, I cannot hear anything right now. And I'm just hoping to catch these guys here. See if I can get a good lead coming out of this turn. I'll try to set it up on my phone so I can watch the chat. We are flying. Mr. Knight 19 really knows how to stick it in on the bottom there as we go around the turn. It's going to be our second place winner, but it looks like I'm catching up with him here. I've got the draft off of him. He's trying to wave me loose. I'm going to go way high, stick it in low, light off the gas, and hold back in here. And it's going to bring me up high, and I'm going to try to pass him on the top of here. Just kidding, I'm going to tuck under him. Oh, he's blocking me, he's really blocking me. I don't know what the heck is going on. He's getting all sorts of sideways, and it looks like the other guy's going to try to hit me in the back left fender there. Doesn't look like he did too much damage according to the little damage meter here on the side. Might be lagging a little bit, that might be what's going on, but I'm not for sure because this guy is all over the place. Looks like his handling is really loose. Might be playing on a steering wheel set. We'll see if we can still make the turn while in the gas here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I am not going down pit lane. I'm trying to pull up my own live stream here. I can't quite do it. We only got 5 more laps. You know what? At this point, this guy can pass me. I need to set up my audio. There we go. Alright. So, let's see. We've got Kiki question mark saying hello. Alejandro Ramirez said, hey, Zach. Resmerezzi's friend asked Kiki, yes I am, I think. I'm not for sure. Turn down the game audio a little bit, it's hard to hear you. Alright, we'll do that in the next little run here. I guess I can turn it down on my actual TV, that might help it a little bit. Oh, well, we're getting past. We're going to finish this race in 13th for today, most likely. I might be able to catch it up a little bit here. Jones in number, looks like the 20 car. Yep. Let off of it. Hamlin ahead of us in the FedEx car.
Why did you decide to start streaming in the middle of the race?
I did not start streaming during the middle of the race. It was actually right as we took off on the first lap. As soon as the live stream got started, we went around for the first time, so we hit the, what you call it? The, oh, we got a big wreck here. Oh, he's just going to come right up in front of me there. Looks like we messed up my front end a little bit. I guess not too bad. So I am running solo today. I usually play games with some other people, but I really wanted to play Nascar for some reason. I was like, hey, NASCAR is something pretty cool I can play, I guess. And I don't really have many friends who play this, so I decided I would drive by myself for a little while. So I believe that's going to be our last lap here. Maybe not. Oh, this is our last lap. So we're probably going to wind up about 7th place if I can make the pass here. Probably not, actually, because I just slammed into him again. That's going to give him the heads up on us. And that guy's just trying to wreck everybody at this point. Alright, he's out in the grass. So we're going to end 8th place here. And that's a good enough little one for there. For me, at least I beat one real human, even though it was because he was acting crazy in the back. I think he was trying to make me get into a wreck, because now he's almost keeping time with me. But that's a top 10 finish for me, so I am okay with it. And we're going to be starting up the next race here in a few minutes. I don't know if the settings, I don't know really how this person's got it going, but I'm hoping it'll just continue us into the next race. Maybe not, I don't really know. Speed rating of 95 there, so could have been a little bit faster, I guess. I guess it would have helped if we didn't slam the wall a few times. There's still people... Oh, no, there isn't. So I think when I read it at the end, we were only 16 seconds behind the leader. So, I mean, we weren't too bad there. Got 29 points on the board. Yeah. So we have a total of 7 real people in the game right now. I am number 5 on the list. Weekends? Do I normally stream on weekends? Sometimes I do. It really just depends. I stream, I guess, just kind of whenever I feel like it, to be honest with you. Whenever I just get in here and I'm like, hey, you know what would be cool to do right now? A live stream. And now live stream whatever I'm playing at that time. Trying to be a little bit more active now. I just realized, like, I have a really wide variety of games that I could play. I'm updating Rainbow Six Siege now. I haven't played that.
Why no streams lately?
Why no streams lately? I've been really busy, honestly. Like, a lot of the times I'll get on and it might be for 30 minutes at most. So, I don't do a lot of live streams just because I feel like 30-minute live stream really wouldn't be worth it, because by the time everybody would start joining, it would be kind of messed up for me to just go, oh, I'm getting off now. Now we are going to be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Foxwoods Resort and Casino 301. That's a weird, like, little number there, I guess, for a race. Usually you hear of, like, the 500, the 400, the 300. I never really hear of a 301. It looks like it's going to be a short track here. I don't keep up with NASCAR very much anymore. You should stream more games. Yeah, that's what my plan for the future is, and I'm just going to slap the wall there. Problem with short tracks like these are, by the time you get back up at speed, you're just going to have to let right back off of it. Man, they are aggressive right now. See, back into the turn now. If you don't let off of it, like, immediately in the turn, you're just going to slam straight into the wall. Oh, we're actually 2nd place. Make that 3rd. I spoke too soon. Go way high, let off the gas, tuck it deep in the corner. Forgot to turn my rear view mirror on there. Some people are really good at driving in this game, and then there's people like me who just have no idea what I'm doing, and I try my best. It looks like I've got the up on this person through the straightaways by the amount of speed that I put. but when it comes to the turns, Izzy 13.5 is all over my left side, and I'm going to try to cut it in. That'll really get us scooting there away from him. And the sliding sideways 31 is who's in the lead right now. They are just taking off from us. It'd be a lot easier for me if I was driving on manual, but I have my settings set to automatic. So with manual on PlayStation, you'll have to use square and triangle to shift up and down, versus automatic where you just hit the gas and brakes and it does what it wants with the speed there. Yeah, if you look at the times in the top left corner, it shows sliding sideways now at 5.2 seconds ahead of me, with Izzy negative 0.4, or now 0.3, which means they are behind me. So if it shows a positive, that's how much time the person is ahead of you. So that person is 5.5 seconds ahead of me, which might not seem like a lot, but it kind of is. That probably means they're somewhere right about the turn all the way at the end of this track right about now, or maybe even on the front stretch over by the finish line. So I mean, they're really cooking us through the turns and stuff. But it looks like we're gaining a little bit of time, or gaining a little bit of distance on Izzy, which is going to be the person behind us. And the negative, like I was saying, is going to mean that they are behind us. So they are negative 0.9, almost 1 now. Well, no, it's back to 0.5. But that means that person is going to be behind me. So as you can see here, if I let them pass, which I'm not going to do on purpose, but if they were to pass me, it would go from negative, and then it would show no time beside me for them, or beside it for them, which means they would be right at even with me. And then it'll show a positive number, which means they are ahead of me. So here Izzy comes, because they've got the better turning ability. Here they're going to pass me, and watch it. Here it comes. There it goes. It'll also sometimes show the 0.0 there. And this is going to be a good race between me and Izzy, because I've got, like I said, I've got the front stretch and the back stretch as far as the amount of speed I need to put in it. And then Izzy has the turns on me as far as speed that they have in it. And we have 9 out of 12 laps completed here. Watch out, Izzy. I'm going to push him into the wall. That was kind of mean of me, but at this point, I got to win. Yeah, they're probably going to target me now. But that's what you have to deal with a lot in online games like these when you're trying to race. Somebody will just push you into the wall. Izzy was all over me there, so I had to pull him tight, or I would wind up losing a position to them, and don't want that to happen. Izzy's now a total of 2.1 seconds behind me. And it looks like Maple Leaf has actually passed Izzy, and Izzy passed him back. So now they are tight racing in there, and I'm just all over the wall because I'm paying more attention to them instead of me. And here we come around the front stretch. We've got one more lap after this one, if I can hold everybody behind me off for one more lap. But like I said, this would be a lot easier for the smaller tracks like this if I were to use manual shifting instead of automatic. Here we go across the front stretch. Maple Leaf coming in, but not fast enough to pass me up. So it looks like everybody is in the top few there as far as the real people. Yeah. So like I was saying, there's 5 out of, I think there were 7 players in total. It looks like the other 2 were somewhere about 12th and 18th, I believe it said. So yeah, that was a nice little run there. We had a 101 speed rating. I don't know how that happened because I was all over the place and all over the walls. Hoping we get a big track next one, like a Daytona or somewhere like that. Because with the bigger tracks, it's kind of easier to focus as far as how you have to drive. Because, literally you just stay in the gas the whole time and you maybe turn a little bit up to the side here and there. Yeah. So let's see where everybody placed at. I believe it's going to show me if it didn't just now. We made 35 points there, finished in 2nd place, so we have 64 points in total. And wow, actually more people have joined here. So we've got Maple Leaf, Valgarian Steel 87, Pinksy's 14, me, Zach is back 47, Sliding Sideways 31, Izzy 135, and Power Welder 65, along with Mr. Knight 19. We've got all kind of people. And as you can see in the bottom left corner there, that says 8 out of 20, so we have 8 people. So there can be a total of 20 people. Well, now we have 7. Looks like somebody might have left here. Yeah. Pinksy's 14 is going to be the host here. I would like to maybe get a good race. Okay, yeah, the tricky triangle. So I love Pocono Raceway. The top corner up there and the bottom left side are going to be where I mostly worry about as far as slowing down. Those two are kind of tricky turns. I remember this track. This one's one of my favorites. But should provide some good speed in the straightaway going across the front, and then coming out of the turn 2-ish area, the top of the triangle, going upwards. And just going to wait on drivers now. So we've loaded in, so we are waiting for everybody else to do the same. As you can see there, that is a long front stretch where we can really get some good speed going. And it could provide the difference for somebody who has a custom car versus somebody like me who has one of the automatic in-place cars, because the custom cars are not quite as fast as these on the front stretch once you get the speed going good. They might be able to keep up with you on the launch, but they will not be able to keep up with you when it comes to the main turns and stuff like that. So they are all over my back end here. Maple Leaf 1717 is, we're really gonna have to cook it here down the backstretch. Looks like Pinksy's is right behind him. And like I said, I mean, you can really see, oh, they're gonna push me into the wall. Oh, jeez. Somebody all over my back end. So we're gonna try our best to catch up with them now. It's gonna be a little bit harder because our car has damage. But it'll be okay. So like I was saying in the last race, one of the things that you're going to have to deal with a lot is people getting into wrecks in this game, you know. I mean, not everybody is a professional driver. I'm not one myself, you know. I mean, it's a video game, so it's no big deal. But it does get frustrating sometimes, like when you're really having good races with people, if you have somebody who's all over the place and it winds up wrecking into you on purpose, and you can tell which ones are on purpose, like that guy. I mean, I don't think he just did it on purpose a minute ago, but if you look up in front of us now, he was all over the place. It looks like he might have been trying to wreck what looks to be the AI, so. This is another one where I wish I had a manual car, just because of the two last corners there. It really makes it a lot easier if you can drop the speed down a lot quicker. And see, right there I was saying that person just wrecked another car. Thankfully they went ghost mode because they were backwards, but that was too late for me to realize because I just slammed on the brakes. So we're flying down the track. I'm going to try to catch up with Maple Leaf now. Maple Leaf is going to be the one ahead of us where we got into a wreck a few minutes ago. Hoping I can take the corners a little bit faster than he can, and then I can get him on the straight stretch. But it looks like he is actually gaining time on me. That's something that I'm not used to on this game. Usually the people who come out in their custom cars that they have made will not be able to gain distance on the top cars that were already in the game, such as the number 2 of Brad Keselowski. He's got a very fast car in real life and in the game as well. Man, I went way high on that turn. I meant to go low. So the trick to this game is to go as high as you can, let off it, and shoot it in low. So as you come in, it's kind of straightening the curve a little bit. And then as you come out of it, just go back to the outside and then cut it again. So let off of it there and cut it. And as you go through the curve, you're going to want to let out of it there. And Pinksy's, yeah, Pinksy's is, like I said, I mean, Pinksy's is in a already in-game car. So they obviously have the same amount of speed as us because they have one of the top cars in the game. But Pinksy's didn't realize, but they just gave us what we needed because we drafted off of them. So right now it's just a literal game of draft, which is going to make us just go way faster than what we already were. So if you look here, we should probably break the 200 mark, or we'll be close to it. Yep, there goes 201. And I might have held it just a little bit too long. Nope. Oh, yep, I touched the sidewall there just a little bit. If you look at Pinksy's now, you can tell what I was saying about cutting it in way hard through the turn. They are really all over the place. I thought I was bad, but nope. So Pinksy's is really gaining distance on us, actually. So we need to close that gap. Yeah, Pinksy's is going to get away from us, so this will probably be a third place finish for us, unless something happens that just absolutely tears one of their cars to shreds, or maybe one of ours, or mine. Daniel Hermick and Daniel Suarez are behind us, but they've got a good distance on us as far as where they are on the track and where we are. We have 1 minute to finish the race, which means that the first place driver, who is going to be Maple Leaf, has finished the race. So yeah, that's not something that you see very often. A custom car just coming in and winning like that. Like I said, you don't see that very often. So we're going to continue here. Eric Jones, there's Valiant Steel in 8th place, 18th, sliding sideways. Mr. Knight is 38th. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody as we go back through here. Izzy is 22nd. That's a secondy second. We got a 95 speed rating there. Yeah. Titanic Man 44 said you should stream more games. Oh, that was a little bit ago when he said that. We're just going to check here. Like I said, I have Rainbow Six Siege updating. Yeah, it hasn't updated in a long time, but it looks like it's going to be going better here. So, I never saw these two at the bottom here out on the track. So I'm hoping maybe it will let us, or it'll let them race. I don't know if maybe they didn't load in time for the last race or what, but I can't see them out on the track, so interesting. So we have 8 seconds and we're going to Richmond Raceway now. I think Richmond is one of the bigger ones. Toyota owners 400. Oh, well, my car isn't a Toyota. Let's see, is it going to be a bigger track? Loading. Any day now. It does not look like it's going to be one of the big tracks. It might be a little bit bigger than the, or it might be average size here. Here we go. Everybody has loaded in. I'll admit, his car does look really nice. Maple Leafs there, and yeah, so we've got Maple Leaf here, Pinksy's, and sliding sideways, and then Izzy is in the back of the. Oh, we also have Monster Rehab. Monster Rehab is in 5th right now. Okay, Maple Leaf, he's cutting it in on us here. Sliding sideways up beside us, and Maple Leaf is very aggressive as we come out of turn 4 there. Hitting all over our backside. We're going to let him go up because he's probably going to cause a wreck here in a minute. We're going to shoot up to the top. This is going to be a tight race here between me and Monster Rehab 55. He's not quite getting the speed in the turns, but he is getting them on the straightaways. And like I said, Maple Leaf playing real dirty there. As his car is very loose, he is able to just whip that tail end out and slap anybody that he wants to. What he doesn't realize is all he's doing is costing himself time, because that means that I'm going to be able to catch up to him here in a minute. Or hopefully anyways. Sliding sideways has me in the back here. There goes Maple Leaf. He did not have enough to take 2 of us out there. He wanted to. I'm going to put it in his fender here, because that's what he's been doing to everybody else. So, and I screwed myself. Oops. We're gonna let those cars go by, or that one car. I'm gonna try to cost Maple Leaf because he's been causing everybody else to wreck. Are we going to be able to catch them? It doesn't look like it. They are actually gaining distance on us once again. Dang, that sucked. But at least he isn't where he can get to Monster Rehab or the other guy. I can't remember his name quite yet. I'll probably remember it like as we cross the finish line. It looks like Maple Leaf has actually got past Sliding Sideways, and look, see, that's what I was saying, like he's obviously doing that on purpose. And sadly, that is going to take Sliding Sideways probably to the back, just about. As he was sliding sideways across the front grass there. I hope he just comes back and knocks Maple Leaf as we go around. That would be quite the funny thing to see. Nope, looks like he's going to be a better sport than what I would. But I believe that's the second car that Maple Leaf has put through the front grass there. He's obviously driving very dirty to help him try to get the win, but he just is not going to be able to do it. So we've got 5 laps to go. We might actually be able to catch him. I would love to spin him out, but he has a very good distance on us. And it looks to only be gaining. Well, I said that, but then it started going down. So who knows? Maybe we will be able to catch him after all. It's hard to tell at this point. But I know I'm definitely going to get him on the next one. If I have to. Or if I can. Might not be able to. Because I don't know how to drive. Yeah, so we're not gaining any distance on him at this point. I'm going to make it into the curve here. English is not my language today. I am really struggling to speak. There goes the 30-second warning that's telling us to finish the race. So that is a 3rd place overall there. We got 100 on the speed rating, so we were actually doing better, I guess. Usually you don't get 100 on a speed rating, so who knows. But yeah, so let's see as we go back through this time where he wound up at in the end. Oh, nope, we missed it. But yeah, see, like I was saying, a lot of times we do, or people get messed up because of other drivers. That one guy in front of us had a very good lead there, and he was doing very good as he was driving, but he wound up getting taken out by Maple Leaf. It was sliding sideways, that's who it was. So I will be starting 2nd in this race. Sliding Sideways is 5th, and Maple Leaf will start off 1st. So it should be, I should be on the right side, he should be on the left side. So as soon as it starts, if I can just cut it down right on top of him, and that'll give everybody else a chance. Oh, but this is Talladega. So if he's driving dirty, we'll get him. Or hopefully we will. If not, we will not be able to. But I'm hoping that we will be able to either get him or get past him. If I can get past him in the front, that would be great. for a win at the Talladega 500. This is actually one of my favorite racetracks. Me and my dad go here in real life, so yeah, love Talladega and Daytona and Atlanta. I think I just like racing in general, in person anyways. Kind of gets boring a little bit on TV, unless there's a big wreck or something like that. And obviously I don't wish that anybody would get hurt in a wreck, but you know, the bigger the wreck, the more entertainment there is, kind of, with the drama thereafter, because you see all of the medical and all that other stuff coming down to try to assist. Yeah. See, like I said, there he is, Maple Leaf. He's going to be on the bottom here. He's going to go way down, and we're just going to keep it hard on him. We're just going to rub all over the side of him there. We are getting banged up. Big wreck, and we're just going to try to pass on the bottom there. So that cost me a little bit. Hoping not too much. Maple Leaf, I think he might have got the message that we do not want to play around with his crap, with him wrecking everyone. But who knows, he'll probably wind up wrecking somebody again here in a few minutes. And we're just going to finish this race out like it's a normal race at this point. Pretty sure everybody's going to be kind of mad at me for causing that big pileup, because I think it just about got everybody, because, I mean, like I said, we were in the very front. Yeah. At Talladega, I honestly believe that they break 200, because, I mean, when you're sitting there, you see them coming, and then they just disappear, and then another car comes. It's really entertaining in real life when you are watching it from the stands. It's funny because, like, as far as I remember, that isn't exactly what Talladega looks like around the outside there. There's an airport in the back, actually. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna draft off of this person as we come around. I'll make the pass on Kane there and another driver. Couldn't tell if that was a real person. It looked like a familiar car that I've seen before, as far as a real person wise. I just wonder if anybody behind us is a real person or not. We're going to get all over the back of Johnson there, and that's going to provide us the bottom lane, hopefully. Nope, he's going to cut it back in on the top, or on the bottom there, but that doesn't matter because we are drafting off of him, so we get all of his speed coming out of the turn here, and we're going to be able to cut it. Well, actually, let's draft here for another second. Once it gets up under him, I'm just going to cut it right up under, and I'll be able to drive it right past him. So with the big tracks like this, all you have to do is draft the person. Once you get to the turn, you cut it under him real hard, and it provides a window where you can pass the person. We're obviously going to do a little bit of the weave factor here. It's going to not allow him to draft off of us, and if he drafts on us, it'll be during the turn, because it is hard to make a pass during a turn. Straight away is not as hard, but on the turn, all you have to do to pass them, really, is cut it under, but that is coming out of the straightaway. So right here is where a majority of passes will happen, right in the beginning of the turn, at turn 1 and turn 3. And then there will be a pretty good amount of passes on the front stretch depending on how piled up the cars are. There's a lot of people. It might result in some changes as they come down the front as far as like their grouping, but for the most part your passes are going to be in turn 1 and 3, at least on this game anyways. Sometimes the AI cars are easier to drive past than others. So it looks like Izzy is in front of us now, or not directly in front of us, but one car length ahead of us, or 10 seconds, and there's one car in between us. But it looks like they are actually gaining distance on us there, which stinks. But hey, it is what it is. Two more laps here. And like I said, we will not be able to catch up with Izzy, but we're going to try to hold our position here of 9th place. Kind of screwed myself out of some of the top running there, but I was trying to get to Maple Leaf to make sure that he didn't get the win, but it looks like he might have actually made it through the crowd from what I could tell. Around to the front stretch for our final lap here at Talladega. We are going to make a mean turn there, try to keep it above 187. No, that isn't going to happen, so we're gonna race this guy down the back stretch here, trying to make sure if we can get in front of him for the turn. There we go. We should be able to hold him unless he can get the pass on the beginning of the front stretch. We have 1 minute to finish the race, which means that our first person has crossed the finish line. First place, anyways. We almost caught up with him there. Just kidding, no, we didn't. They're still 9 seconds ahead of us. Yeah, that was a good little race there. Obviously could have been better, but you know. And now we're in the people who are still racing, so it means that after we finished and we got to turn 2 and onto the back stretch, there's actually still people racing. I was only 13 seconds behind the leader there. Yeah, there we go. So all of the actual players have completed the race, so it is going to move us on. It's too bad. I didn't see who got first place. Maybe it'll switch back before it takes us off of this page. Maple Leaf actually did wind up getting first. Dang. I was hoping maybe it wouldn't quite work out that way, but hey, it is what it is. And we are up to 131 points. So we got 28 points that time because we finished lower, and we have 9 people in now. So I'm going to be once again starting right behind Maple Leaf because of how close we are in points. He has 149 and I have 131. And it looks like a lot of people are actually backing out. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. So the first person is going to be Valiant Steel. This is going to be starting in first position, and Maple Leaf is starting in third, and I'm starting in fifth. I mess that up. Start position and position are two different things. Start position is where you're going to be starting out in the race, which will be on your far right side next to your lap time. Oops. So Texas Motor Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. Like the design of the Texas Motorsports Speedways. I feel like there's one more that has kind of that same design, but I can't remember. Loading, loading, loading. Alright, here we go up to the green now. And Maple Leaf is going to be the car in front of us again. Are we going to screw him over? Is my question for the day. And yes, we are. Did he somehow drive out of that? Are you serious? From the looks of it, Maple Leaf is actually in front of us. Makes me a little bit upset. I feel like we could have cost him a little bit more, but hey, we got him off of the first few people. And that's our main concern. We're gonna try to catch up with him now. See if Maple Leaf was the one ahead of us there. A little bit of lag. We have 11 laps to go. That's plenty of time for us to attempt to catch up, or at least get us back up towards the front anyways. I'm gonna draft off of the roads here, try to catch it in at the 10 lap mark. We finally got, didn't mean to spin him out, but oh, my bad. At least it wasn't a real person. Yeah, we still messed up our car pretty bad. But, I mean, that's what happens when you get into wrecks. And who is this out in front getting all crazy like? That was Mr. Knight. I wonder if he did not get spun out up in the front again. Seems to be happening a lot with people getting spun out in this session. But that happened, like I said, that happens a lot in the online NASCAR. People spin each other out a lot. Like, I mean, I just did it a few seconds ago because of that one dude. So like I said, I mean, it really depends on what session you in, session you are in. Sometimes you get into the ones with like the people who want to do this professionally, I guess, because it'll be a super tight lobby as far as when it comes to racing. And that looked like to be a real person there. They were trying to act silly and hit people as they came around. I guess I just did not realize that they hit the wrong person. I assumed that they were aiming for me since they hit the car that was directly in front of me. We're gonna be able to get closer now because of that car. Hitting Danica Patrick in the number 7 car. Haha! You went ghost, son. Denny Hamlin now driving the number 11 FedEx Toyota. Looks like we have 2 players ahead of us here who are really duking it out for whatever position that is. Looks to be a 5th or 4th there. Might not even be those 2. It's just they're random spacing now because people are starting to pit. Man, my car is messed up pretty darn bad. But I'm able to keep with everyone, just about anyways. I mean, I really made a comeback there, you know. So, for us to go from the position that we did back a little bit, I mean, we're only 1 spot down now from where we started off in 5th place. Oh, we're back to 5th place. Looks as if somebody went into the pits. They possibly quit the game. That happens sometimes as you quit the game. It'll show that you just went into the pits, and then you'll stay there, and then, yeah. So White Mamba now going crazy. Good job. Try and spin me out. Didn't do it. We have 30 seconds to finish, which means our first place person has finished the race. These people can go ahead and pass us because it does not matter. We're going to try not to get a DNF here. There we go. Yeah. So 5th place is going to be our final spot. We're going to have a 94 speed rating there. And we did cost Maple Leaf the first place win. I mean, what else can you ask for, to be honest with? Yeah. Anyways, we have been live for just about an hour now, so that means it is going to be time for us to wrap it up. Just a quick little live stream today on NASCAR Heat 3. So, thank you to everyone who watched, and if you're watching after this, well, 1, what are you doing? 2, thank you. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This has been NASCAR Heat 3. I am Zach is back 47. Please be sure to hit like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.